MF Doom was a British-American rapper, songwriter, and hip-hop producer who was known for his witty wordplay, stylized production, and musical world-building with different aliases. Other than the supervillain persona of MF Doom, he also wrote and produced music under different aliases, such as King Ghidorah, Middle Fingers, and for the topic of this video, Viktor Vaughn. Each of these personas came with lore and different storylines, such as King Ghidorah being a three-headed space monster named after the Godzilla character King Ghidorah, who would telepathically communicate with MF Doom, and Middle Fingers, who is just a name he used for his instrumental productions. But mainly for this video, we'll be focusing on Viktor Vaughn and a mysterious second album that came out under the name Venemous Villain. Hello everybody, my name is Slumpy Snails. Welcome back to another Slumpy Snails video. Today's a little different video, a little different type of video than you usually expect on the channel. I guess I'm doing video essays now. I don't know why this thought just came to me. I think I was going to bed one time and I was like, you know what? I should really do a Viktor Vaughn Venomous Villain video because I never really seen that many people talk about it on YouTube. I know people have talked about it before, but I haven't seen that many people, so I thought I would talk about it because I feel like it needs to be, because I feel like this album is very mysterious and I just like, you know, just it's the album that happened, I just ended up here to talk about it. But yes, this is my first video essay, so sorry if it's not up to par to what other people's video essays are. This is something brand new that I'm learning. And also, sorry if there's any inaccuracies. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything wrong or you want me to add in the video. And you've seen a lot of videos, a lot of this is my interpretation of what I read in the lyrics. And so if it's not the best interpretation, do let me know. And I'll try to pin the comment for if there's any information that you would like to see in the video. But anyways, without further delay, let's get into the video. But before we go into MF Doom's mysterious album, let's do an introduction of who Viktor Vaughn even is. Released on September 16, 2003, we get our first introduction to Viktor Vaughn in his first album, Vaudeville Villain. We are introduced to his character as a kid in his late teens, who is a time teller like in the 1990s, who looks for Doom and wants to become a rapper of his own. We are introduced to his time travel abilities in the first lyric of the album. And also in lactose-synthesis, so he manipulates time and space itself to buy cheap cocaine, only to be revealed further down the track that it's cut with lactose, lecithin, and other aspirin.
I'm still alive. How do you get this thing to hyperdrive? Oh, give my props to the shooter. Prices at an all-time low in the future. Something like 14, they must be on horse pills. OT and 03 to re-up on force fields. At that course deal, he plotted the coordinates. 2003 winter time, Upper West Side, more or less. Back at the lab, he found the sleeve stack was right. Not only was it 3 cracks light, but 2 white. The test showed lactose, ambisol, lecithin, 5 types of aspirin, and other kinds of medicine.
So at this point in the album, we know that Viktor Vaughn is a time-traveling drug dealer who doesn't give a fuck if you're feeling him. MF Doom does call Viktor Vaughn a younger version of himself, so you will see that young teen arrogance all throughout this album. Also, did I mention that he kills a cop in this song too? Many other shenanigans ensue as you see Viktor Vaughn enter an open mic night with other rappers. We have Lord Seer, Willie B, who seems to be the owner of the club and the master of ceremonies. Then we have Ben Grimm as Brother Sambuca, and Rodan, who's actually a Marshall Lazar, which I might include in another video as Dr. Moreu. And then we also got Louis Logic. Viktor Vaughn does not appear in this track, but it's still nice to hear everyone in the respective beats, and also nice to hear that open spoken word poetry at the beginning of it. And this feels like an open mic night that you would actually see in real life. Like, I swear to God, I've seen each one of these people in an open mic night. This open mic skit is split into 2 different parts, with different rappers on the next track. We have some new rappers on different beats, like Creature, Hydro, and finally, on the last track, Viktor Vaughn. Viktor is seen criticizing the rap game with how much violence is seen, and to prove his point, shoots the master of ceremonies Willie B, in which the audience thinks is a part of the bit and applauds. This is another characteristic of Viktor Vaughn. He is seen as a critic of the current hip-hop landscape, which makes sense with when the album was recorded, with hip-hop moving to a more capitalistic attitude. We also get a love interest in this album on Let Me Watch, to where Viktor Vaughn meets up with his cousin's friends who want to meet him, but eventually he ends up fumbling her because he got too cocky. But everything seemed to go nice with Viktor Vaughn. He was on a date with this girl, they went on many different dates, and they shared many similar interests. It seemed like having a great time, until Viktor Vaughn got too cocky and called her a derogatory name, in which obviously she later dumped him. You will see this effect of Viktor Vaughn later down in the album. On Modern Day Mugging, Viktor Vaughn details his time doing various crimes and robberies, detailing his villainous lifestyle. We then see Viktor Vaughn use his time travel abilities again on Never Dead, to where he tells a story about a high school beef until he got one of his video games stolen, which soon escalates into violence. But then he uses black magic to undo all the damage. Now, after a very brief summary of the album, we are given a better understanding of Viktor Vaughn. Viktor is presented as a young, naive, and immature and oncoming rapper like drug dealer who's easily resort to violence to resolve his problems. Now, after a very short introduction of Viktor Vaughn, let's see how this evolves in Venemous Villain. On August 3rd, 2004, MF Doom released his fourth studio album and second album under Viktor Vaughn, Venemous Villain, under Insomniac Records. Not much is really known about Venemous Villain. Look at his Wikipedia page, it's only 2 sentences about the actual release, and the rest is critical reception. Look on all the forums, and everybody's asking what this album really is and what the background of it is. And all I could really find online was this old merch store, and some critical reception for it. So with all that being said, I'm going to look into the lyrics to find out what this album is really about. Like every classic Doom album, it samples movie and TV scenes for its intro, but I feel like this is one of the longest intros for a Doom track ever, because he doesn't even speak into the project until 3 minutes and 43 seconds into the album, in which the first thing he says is,
"Dub it off your man, don't spend that $10. I did it for the advance, the back end sucks."
And just from the first bars, that right there why fans don't really talk about this album that much, because really it's just a cash grab, or like he said, he did it for the advance, meaning that he gave us to the label the minimum amount required for him to get that advance paycheck. And could you really blame him? I mean, it's hard being an indie rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know when your next money is gonna be. So, can you really blame him? I mean, he's a villain at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he can do some villainous ways. Just came a label out of the paycheck. But after listening to this album multiple times, I still feel like there's something to be said about this album. Because even though it's a cash grab, I feel like MF Doom puts more substance in this album than most rappers' cash grab albums. So let's go in and see how Doom develops the Viktor Vaughn character in this new sequel. After warning his own fans not to buy this album for $10, which I mean, $10 Doom? Really? Have you seen record prices nowadays? I'd gladly pay that $10 for a record. Are you kidding me? Dude, what's it like? Like, have you seen the resale prices? After that warning, we find Viktor Vaughn to be more paranoid yet, while he's sitting in a crack den with other accomplices. When he gets paranoid who's at the door, he hears walkie-talkies and the movement, and so he brings out a gun and tells everyone to get on the floor to make sure that he doesn't get caught. We later figure out that it's just FedEx who's at the door. After Vic gets out of his paranoid state, we see him being cocky and saying how great he is again and dissing other rappers on the track too. Then on this album for the first time, I see Doom interact with Vic, or at least Doom talk about Vic. On the track Doom on Vic, Doom literally talks about Viktor Vaughn and talks about how he knows Viktor Vaughn is the upcoming rapper, and he actually accepts and promotes him.
Oh, Big Vic? Vic? Oh, Vic, yeah, he's this young cat that he had his thing down pat. He know what he's doing. So, you know, he do his thing. Younger cat, though. Good dude, though.
Then on the next part of the track, we see some speculation that Viktor Vaughn might be Doom. There's been speculation that people might be confusing the two together, but Doom says,
Vic is, you know, to me, his shit is like, man, how can I describe Vic? Vic, you know, Doom come out, Doom got his wreck or whatever. The Vic, a lot of people compare Doom to Vic or Vic to Doom, vice versa. Like the villain everywhere, yo. The villain is you, the villain is me, the villain is you. But then Vic, he earned his own rights, you know what I'm saying? Now he doing his thing, and he got his own little niche, like where people can know the difference between the two, and I respect that.
This is a nice little cute moment on the album when Doom actually gets a chance to talk about his aliases while on the album. It also gets some much needed world building to where now, because on the last album, Viktor Vaughn looked up to Doom and wanted to meet him one day and try to challenge him. But now Doom is actually in Viktor Vaughn's radar. And so now he has some colliding happening there. The next song on the album is Rap Game. You know, rappers against phony gangsters and mainstream evil.
These three have named their new alliance. Every villain is Lemons, otherwise known as evil.
This track has Viktor Vaughn, Manchild, and Is Real dissing mainstream rappers for their lies and cornballness. This is in character for Viktor Vaughn because we know his tendency to diss mainstream rappers, but now he made a whole federation of rappers diss mainstream rappers. This is a nice fun track and a nice little concept, and this is probably one of my favorite songs from the whole album. It's a real big highlight for me. I love the instrumental. It's like something that would appear on Boondocks, which Doom has been on multiple times.
So nasty that it's probably someone in the trap. Then he told the people you can call me your majesty.
Speaking of Boondocks, I wouldn't be surprised if Granddad features on this song because he's in that beef with Doug Nificent that one episode.
Yeah. Oh, punk ass Nificent never went to high school. That's why he's a mother fool. Mama was a fool. Daddy was too. You wanna be like Doug Nificent? Don't go to school, fool.
See, this is what I'm talking about when I say that even though this album was made in a rush, there's still little moments like this where it has cool little in-character events that happen, and this makes the, like the album a little bit more fun because it continues to build in the world of Viktor Vaughn. Even though I love Rap Game and I think it's an amazing beat and amazing concept, the next song on the album,
Vic, known to kick a no-joke vocal and given a chance, yoke your slowpoke local yokel. Don't smoke krill, won't need topol. If the fluoride don't kill you, then the soap will. Dope skill, nickname Musty. All up in the Pope's grill with quick game and crusty. He said, trust me, what's the dang fuss be? Let me hold the buggy, police can't bust me.
I love Dope Skill. Such an amazing surprise first listen because it's an upbeat song. Compared to a lot of Viktor Vaughn instrumental, it's more upbeat and kind of different than a lot of the other things. Produced by DJ INC, and I probably should have mentioned at some point that none of these tracks in the album are actually produced by Doom. And the same thing goes for the first Viktor Vaughn album, Venemous Villain. Like I said, this is a really amazing song, and both MCs do such a good, amazing job on the track. And so it's really cool. It comes in the middle of the album, and it's a nice, nice little treat for the middle of the album. But it leads into an even better song called Doper Skiller. See, the half-assed allegations are starting to come up a little bit. But this is actually such a bombs of a track if you actually know, because this song features longtime underground legend Kool Keith, which makes sense because Kool Keith has a bunch of alter egos of his own, like Doom. That's fucking crazy. Like how are you gonna add Kool Keith on a song and like just never release it officially? Well, actually, this is one of the only songs you can get on Spotify because this is on Kool Keith's double album where it just hit him on a bunch of features, what tracks he features on. I'll have to say that subjectively, this song is the best song in the whole album, but in my heart, Rap Game will always be there, and also Dope Skill. But this is when the album gets really, really good because we got 3 back-to-back tracks, this amazing production, amazing rhyming, and just like this is where the album's really starts to turn around. And you're like, you know what? I'm starting to change my mind. What if this wasn't really just a bad album? But Kool Keith is actually the perfect person to feature Viktor Vaughn, because in his work, he always does his new rappers. And so as you can see in the first lyrics,
A lot of I murder you raps with lame ass guys out of nowhere, corny asses. I never heard of you cats. Guys like you mess up a lot of tracks. Ask your neighborhood about me while you rap and act tough and grizzly.
he's doing the same. And so Kool Keith and Viktor Vaughn are actually pretty similar, and so it makes sense for them to feature on this album together. This song is just every single underground rap wet dream. It's like you don't know how crazy this song is. Like I'm glad this one's on Spotify. I guess if it wasn't, I would have gone crazy, but it's whatever. After the 3 non-stop back-to-back amazing tracks, the album now tends to slow down with "Oh the Road Rage" as it comes to an end. Viktor Vaughn talks about how he stops at a gas station and has a panhandler and doesn't have time for him. He gets back on the road and somebody doesn't seem to stay in the lane in front of him. As he starts to get mad, he starts to threaten bringing out a shotgun and shooting him. Now fans speculate that Doom is saying this for rappers to stay in their own lane, and if anyone gets too close to Doom, he'll wipe him out. Like metaphorically, like in a rap battle or something, like a rap diss. But I know it is Viktor Vaughn rapping, so maybe he actually meant it in a violent sense. It's a nice chill beat and actually feels like you're driving down the highway on like a dark night. After that, we go into one of the most insane Viktor Vaughn tracks of the whole album, and maybe his whole discography. We go into Bloody Chain. But Viktor Vaughn says some outlandish shit about women. Like, here's some of these lyrics.
Had this one biddy, she gave good brain. Used to come see me in the hood on a train. One way costs $1.50. Not a bad loss if you sure to suck a titty. At least, for better or for worse, nails was more faker than the letters on her purse.
So I told you that his ego and that rejection from the last album would get to him, and now he just doesn't give a fuck what he cares about anymore. He just says whatever the fuck he wants, and it's like, god damn, Vic Vaughn, like what? So basically the track details Viktor Vaughn going out with this one girl and giving her a chain that Viktor Vaughn stolen from somebody else. Later that night, he found out that the girl got stabbed for that chain because she wouldn't give it away, and she died. But then Viktor Vaughn went to the guy who stabbed her and stole that chain again. Like, no remorse about, like, your girl dying? Like, what? If you know MF Doom, you know that he's very much against chains and very much against all that. So I think what we're trying to dock with this rap is that the same thing he's always done with Viktor Vaughn is about the violence in hip-hop. And so this track is just another showcase about how he's against the glorification of violence in hip-hop. And with that comes with the official end of the album, but we do get a bonus track, which is a pop quiz. So I hope you remembered everything in the video, because we would have a pop quiz. But where's the questions? I think it's more of a theme than an actual pop quiz, because I was trying to read, but I couldn't find any more information on it, other than like, this is a remix of Pop Quiz by MF Doom and Israel from the Insomniac Inc. compilation album, in which I couldn't find. Yeah, it's a nice little fun track to end on, after what I just heard from the last track, But yeah, it's a nice little remix, and you know, that's nice. Hello? Well, if that making the last track of the album, that means this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. And let me know what you think about this Venemous Villain album. I'll link it in the description for y'all to listen. And here's just a quick final thoughts of what I think about the album. I did really enjoy it. And I know this album was really just for the money, but I really wish you incorporated more of that time travel aspect you saw in the first Viktor Vaughn album. Cause that's just one of the coolest things I've ever seen in hip hop. Like, you told me like there's a time traveling rapper drug dealer just like in a hip hop album. It's such a cool concept. I wish he'd added more onto that. Beyond all, this album wasn't really taken too seriously, which is I kind of felt sad because it's an amazing character, and I'm sorry we didn't get any more Viktor Vaughn after this. Cause after researching this video, Viktor Vaughn's such an amazing character. Like I've gone to more I think he's even like a more grown to him, and more I realized by him. I think he's a really cool character that I wish would have been used more, but it's all fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first album is so amazing, and this album's so cool too. Yeah, thank you for watching my first ever video essay. Aside from my voice, I know I have a huge lisp right now, because I had a bite plate in my mouth that like I would like to talk on. There's a whole backstory. I know there's gonna be a lot of new people who are watching this video. There's a whole backstory. Just go if you ever care. Just go through my videos. I explain myself. But my bite plate broke, so it's hard for me to talk right now. Which I should have held this off until I could talk better again. Like, I really wanted to do this, like now. Like but I hope my lisp didn't get in the way. I'll add my own subtitles later on. And yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you have a better understanding of who Viktor Vaughn is as a character and in this album. Let me know if you never even heard this album before in the comments below. Cause I remember reading that some people, this was their first ever introduction to MF Doom. I'm like, what? I guess, you know, the first for everything. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. That was my first ever video essay. So I don't know, you know, give me some slack, cause you know it's my first time of researching for this. All my sources will be in the description as well. But with that being said, I think Venemous Villain is an amazing album, even though it was rushed and just barely made just so it can, you know, be published. I still think it has its nice charms and quirks to it, especially some songs that I left with it that I am gonna keep spinning, you know, for the rest of my life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and leave all your feedback in the comments below, and I'll make sure to respond to it. That's been all I got for this video. Peace!
Vic, known to kick a no-joke vocal and given a chance, yoke your slowpoke local yokel. Don't smoke krill, won't need topol. If the fluoride don't kill you, then the soap will. Dope skill, nickname Musty. All up in the Pope's grill with quick game and crusty. He said, trust me, what's the dang fuss be? Let me hold the buggy, police can't bust me.